What's up, everybody? Mr. Dude here, and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. We are running the beta of the new Rescale update, so we are here in San Francisco, and we are gonna we're gonna swing by the gas station because we're gonna need some gas, and then we're gonna take the coastal highway down to Santa Maria, and then take the 101 over to I-5 and then I-10 and then into Yuma. So we may be splitting this up into two videos. We shall see. So let's get on the road. And I can't remember if I got my load picked up or not. Yes, I do have my load picked up. Alright. So we are in the truck. Please call truck care. Is our truck condition still pretty bad? Yeah, we've got some damage on our truck. It's okay. If we happen to see... Oh! If we happen to see a garage on our way out, maybe we'll swing by. We shall see. Take a quick peek. There we've got some pretty good traffic. We'll wait till this truck goes through and we'll see if we can't sneak out here. Oh! Got there just in time. So the truck's not working too well, so we'll see. I'm still having issues with frames, and I don't know if it's my I mean, it could be the recording software running. It seems like it's chews through the frames, because I do get much better frames when I'm not recording. I'm going to take a detour to this garage up here and repair this truck real quick. GPS is probably gonna get mad at me. But right now we're running about 35 frames per second. I decided to record in 720 because I keep having to resize the oops, wrong spot. I keep having to resize my video in the video editor, and it's killing me on rendering time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull up here, and we're just gonna uncouple this. Alright, we're good. We're just going to drive up here. Spread to bring him a trailer. But yeah, So I do apologize if the video is kind of choppy. I upgraded my graphics card service. Let's just go ahead and repair this. I did upgrade my graphics card to a GTX 1060. I had a Zotac 750 Ti, and then I went with the 6GB card, the 1060, and I'm wondering if that's just... I have a 4790K i7, and I'm wondering if that's bottlenecking, if my CPU is causing some bottlenecking when I'm trying to do all this stuff or not. So we'll see. We shall see. I'm also suspicious that my cooler isn't necessarily what I should be using. I have a liquid cooled CPU, but it's just the CPU cooler I used when I got with the computer. That's not even close. Let's just do this, and then we'll just kind of bring that in a little bit. It's hard to drive and concentrate on backing this trailer up. Let's see if I can't just tie in right here. Just can I get you to just... Am I doing this wrong? Let's see here. That's pretty bad. See, in real life though, I could do that. I can get that to slip in, no problem. I just need the pin to go on the fifth wheel. We'll see if we can't. We should be able to. There we go. Alright. So we'll go ahead and take off. And we'll get out of here. Hopefully. Yeah, we should have the same route still. Alright, let's... And we're clear. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below how the video recording looks. Like I said, I'm still getting 40 frames per second while recording. But I have a feeling, because when I'm playing this without recording, I'm getting 60 plus frames with the GTX 1060. But I know that I could go through and probably change some of the settings so that it looks better while I'm recording. I know that when I'm not recording, this looks like buttery smooth. So that's what makes me wonder if I couldn't change some settings and still get the visuals that I want for the video. But at the same time, go ahead and what am I at on fuel? This is gonna be fun. I think we've got time to wait till we get out of town to get fuel. Although, fuel's right here. This ain't bad. We'll just pull in and do this. Trailer and all. go ahead and pick up some diesel here. There we go, and we're all filled up. Nobody back there, so we'll go ahead, pull up here, stop at the intersection, make sure nobody coming. All right. So we'll try to get through. Alright, we're back. Had some life happen there for a minute. 5-year-old coming to the room, trying to see what was going on. So we'll get underway here. We're all gassed up and ready to go. So we're all leaving San Francisco. Oh, really? I'm gonna go ahead and switch lanes now, since that's gonna be required. I can't even see. Hold on. Can I? Where do I adjust my... No. Where do I adjust my... Oh, that's not working. Alright. I'm gonna have to adjust my seat, and I don't remember the control for it, so that's not good. That's not it either. Hold on, let me go into the menu here. Options, keys and buttons. Truck controls, no. HUD controls. Truck adjustment, F4. Route advisor. That's not it. Next camera, lean out camera, blah blah blah. Zoom interior camera. I don't have the zoom put on yet. Shoot. Steering based camera rotation. That's not there. How do I adjust the seat? Alright. Dashboard, trip info reset. I know for a fact. It's got to be F4. That's it. It's F4. So, not mirror adjustment. Seat adjustment. Well, let's just... Really? Sit down. The steering wheel's fine. Could go crazy and go like this. We'll try that for a bit. I really want to... Try that for a bit. I just feel like I was sitting too high. And honestly, I'd like to sit lower, but let's adjust the steering wheel real quick. There. Try that for size. That's not too bad. Alright, so we will get going here. Hopefully, with this new rescale, these towns are really, really big. I mean, we've been in San Francisco for the better part of 10 minutes now at this point, so just takes a bit longer to get out, which I like. You know, you get into town and get to driving around and stuff. I do like the rescale. And a lot of people were just thinking, you know, that, and I myself, I just got bored with it. I had not played. Ooh, got me a yellow. I just honestly felt like they weren't doing anything with the game, and I know that they were working on it. You know, and it was an honest attempt to kind of get the game looking good and, you know, add more dynamics to the map and really just kind of give it that scale that America should have. So they did a really good job with that. But honestly, you know, it just felt like the game was abandoned. And the thing is that there's tons and tons of you know, this coastal road's really pretty. Of course, it's nighttime, so you can't see anything, but anyway, you know, it just felt like it was taking a really long time to kind of get this going. And what they kind of did was they didn't just stretch the spaces in between the cities and say, yep, done. You know, they kind of added some roads and did some things, and it added a bit more detail to the game. And the thing is now with a larger scale, now the maps are larger, which means it's going to take even longer to kind of you know, build things out. And the thing is, though, is that, you know, we can't wait. I don't know when they're going to be done using American Truck Simulator. You know, this is still using DirectX 9. You know, and we've already got GPUs that are DirectX 12 ready. Everybody pretty much is on DirectX 11. You know, so you've got that. You've got the issues with, you know, 50 states. So if you do some quick math here on what that's going to entail and how long, you know, that would take, you know, because people are going to want at least the lower 48. You know, and they're going to want to be able to go into Mexico at some point, and they're going to want to be able to go into Canada. You know, and it'd be nice to be able to drive up the West Coast up all the way up to Alaska, per se. The problem is that, okay, say you've got, you know, we've gotten one state since the release of the game, and honestly, you know, they went back and did the rescale, but that took 9 months. And we're still in beta. We're not even on, we've not even released, you know, we don't have a released edition of the Rescale. This is still in beta, so this isn't an open beta at this point, to see if there's any hiccups still or whatnot. And I just, you know, I'm just kind of wondering, like, what's the deal? Oh, whatever. Whatever, cop. Anyway, so I was gonna take a look at the map and make sure we weren't gonna get sent. Yeah, we're still good. This is, I don't know why they didn't make us just go straight, but whatever. Better not speed through here, good lord. So anyway, you know, so if there's 48 states, right, at four states per year, that's over 10 years. You know, if we're just talking the lower 48. You know, now granted we've got 3 states, but still, you're over 10 years. Nobody's gonna wait for this game for 10 years. Nobody. That's not, it's not gonna be a thing, you know. So they're going to have to kind of say, okay, well, how do we speed things up, you know, in order to kind of keep things going, you know, because we want to see it, you know. I think the majority of the community that plays this game wants to see this game, you know, as far as having all 48 states in the lower 48 and possibly more, you know, that's connected, come to fruition. So, you know, now you're talking about, I mean, I don't know the P&L. I don't have the P&L sheets for SCS software and how much money they lose or make on these games. You know, like, I don't know that stuff for sure. But what I do know is that the staff that they have on hand now, you're not going to get it done, people, okay? It's not gonna cut it. 4 states per year isn't gonna cut it. And honestly, you know, you need to be concentrating on, like, regions of the country. So, you know, say the Southwest, or, you know, the Midwest, the East Coast, the Southeast, stuff like that. You know, you're going to have to kind of release this stuff in chunks, or kind of build it out in chunks and say, okay, we're going to do, now these bigger states, yeah, you're going to do like 3 or 4 states maybe, you know, and it's going to take a while because they're bigger, you know. And then the Northeast, where the states are much smaller, you know, it won't take nearly as long, you know, talking Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Delaware, Massachusetts, you know, states like that that are just kind of clustered together up in the Northeast. You won't have too much trouble doing that as you expand. But yeah, you can't expect anybody to wait forever for a whole game. You know, you're gonna lose your community. You know, and I get that the steering wheels and the things are cool. You know, they kind of release some stuff, but I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in truck models, and I'm interested in the map, the scenery, the expansions of the map. That's what I'm interested in. You know, and I like the multiplayer aspect. So, like the multiplayer mod for this game. Oh, there we go. Get that in the right gear there. You know, so the multiplayer aspect is one that's very, very, very appealing to me. So, multiplayer mod honestly keeps this game alive while other things are happening, and you're, you know, kind of fleshing the game out, if you will. It just seems to me like, okay, we do have high beams on, all right. You know, it just seems to me like, you know, they're lollygagging a bit on how often they release this stuff, and I'm not trying to be critical because I don't know the work that goes into it. Like I study it a little bit, but I don't know how to do it. And I can appreciate to basically put the landscape together, put the roads together, put all this stuff together, get the AI working, and then at the same time kind of go through and say, okay, you know, we need to make sure it's all working. You know, there aren't any invisible walls, and so you're driving the entire map over and over and over again to make sure that things just kind of have the feel, you know, because you're looking for a certain quality, and I can appreciate that, and I understand it. But in order to get this stuff out, I think honestly they need to work a bit harder to, you know, you can control certain things. So for example, you know, they had the issues with the truck licensing and trying to make sure that they only had licensed trucks in the game, and trying to make sure that manufacturers were kind of buying in and all that. Got it. No problem. You know, you can't control whether a manufacturer is going to allow you to put something in the game. You know, what you do control is putting your maps together and expanding the game. Like the stuff you don't have to get manufacturer permission. You know, and listen, bring guys in, extra guys into, and I use guys as a general neutral term, but to help with asset creation. Hey, I want you to look at all the street signs in Arizona. How do they mark them? What are the street signs? What is stuff here? Here's what we're looking at. You know, and bring some people in to kind of get that stuff done for you. And then once that's done, say, okay, great. We've got all this stuff. You've got textures and stuff pretty well defined. You know, you just go through and continue to like flesh that out. You know, you don't really have to. I know that it's intensive, but at least, you know, divvy up the effort or bring people in to kind of do some of this other stuff that doesn't take as much skill per se than, you know, fleshing out the map. And, you know, and so you, the studio, can concentrate on, you know, orchestrating all of this and adding all this stuff to it. You know, contract some of this stuff out so that you guys can. We're down to 43 here, so we'll just slow her up a little bit. You know, but divvy up the effort so that you're not killing yourselves trying to do something. It's just, you know, and like I said, steering wheel's cool, you know, all this other stuff cool, but, you know, new trucks, extra sceneries, new states, you know, that's what you need to be doing. You got the rescale done, so that's good. Now it's, you know, what are we doing next? You know, you need to be pushing to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, because that's what's going to allow you to keep your community going, you know, over the next couple of years. I mean, because if you can successfully build a modern game, you know, and this game looks amazing. It looks beautiful. I love it. You can't really see much now. We're driving at night, which is kind of like, you know, typical trucker, you know, drive at night. But, you know, you can kind of see, like, the potential that this game really has to kind of bring a community of people together, and you know, people play this, and you have your competitions and stuff on World of Trucks and everything else. So get this slowed up here. That was weird. It went from 35 to 55. Anyway, so, you know, this game has a lot of potential. It's just, you know, we're not going to wait forever on it. So, you know, and I know that you want to continue the Euro Trucks thing, so you're going to want to continue to support the European community that's playing, you know, Euro Truck 2. So then it's like, okay, so how do you, you know, combine your efforts, or, you know, how do you get things going? So now you've kind of split your team up into two, with the release of this game and continuing to support that. You know, the Viva La France expansion has been also about the same time as the rescaling coming. I'm just kind of like, man, I get it, but, you know, that's taking too long. It's honestly, it's taking too long. That's the fact of the matter is it is taking too long to produce content and to release it and to do the things. Like, that's, you know, that's half a country, guys. It's half a country. And then I know that you remastered some of that other stuff, but, you know, Christ almighty, like, Pro Mods has enhanced all that all over the place, and done a really good job of it, you know. So if they can slap it together in that amount of time, I don't understand why the studio who creates and knows this stuff is, you know, taking so long and kind of releasing it, you know. I have a feeling that we'll get some states here soon, though. I think we're gonna, you know, you know, I was using paddle shifters. Oops. Oops. Alright, and we are on the highway. Kind of bring this back here. Maybe turn some cruise control on. Keep myself from speeding. Did I miss something here? I thought this was a... Alright. I have to look at my controls and see where my cruise control is. That's that. That's the horn. Alright. I know for a fact. Oops. Alright. I'll have to do some investigating. Probably in the later half. So I think what I'm gonna do, though, is I'm gonna stop at the next feasible resting area. You know what, though, we're gonna discover this first. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get off here at Santa Maria, and we're gonna find a spot here, probably a service station or something, since this is, yeah, it did give us the discovery, so that's good. Alright, so looks just kind of like a big industrial area. I see a service station there, so we're gonna stop for the night there, and probably crowding this guy. I want to thank you guys for hanging out in the truck with me this evening for a relaxing drive here in American Truck Simulator, the Rescale. I do like the way it feels. It's very nicely done. I will say that. I'll give him props on that. It is nicely done. So hopefully this is a sign of good things to come. Join me next time where I believe that we should be finishing this load here. I believe we're going to Yuma. Pretty sure we're going to Yuma. Yep, we are going to Yuma. So you've got to be what? Okay, I don't like you very much right now because the light was green there for a second, I thought. Anyway, we are here at the service station. Oh, hopefully I can make this turn. What am I missing here? Oh, I thought I could make it. And then, let's see if we can't. We've got plenty of room here. And then, this truck is so long. I mean, that's the fun part about it, but you know, I really, oof. We're just gonna pull up here and just kind of line her up this way. So, once again, thanks for hanging out with me. Please hit the like and subscribe for more videos. I greatly appreciate it. Just looking to kind of improve the content and how I deliver it. You've got to be kidding me. Nope. I don't even know where the oh, there it is. F3. Alright, so I was going to say, where's my recording icon? But yes, anyways, thanks for joining me. We're a bit over a half hour at this point. Join me next time. We'll get to Yuma and get this dropped off. See you then.